morning, everybody. So I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I don't even remember. I think I posted like some shorts recently, but not an actual long form video. If you have been paying attention to my shorts, or if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I have been super busy, well, with work, but also putting all of my extra energy into my new podcast with my friend Alex. We started in February, but we didn't want to release them until we had a few kind of like in the vault, so that we are both really busy and travel and work, and we just didn't ever want to feel like the pressure of scheduling. So we wanted a few in there just to have, so we know that we have them to release, so we're not like scrambling last minute to create new podcast. So we've got 4 down now. We're filming our 5th one on Wednesday. Our launch date was May 1st, so the last couple of weeks have been just balls to the wall of preparations for that, doing things like websites, merch. We had to do multiple podcast hosting sites because we're going to be on every major podcast platform like Spotify, Apple Music, etc., all the bigger ones. And we also are doing a YouTube version. You won't see it here. We're keeping it specifically on the Between Two Lenses podcast YouTube. So if you want to see a visual version, that's the only place that you can go and see us. And I fully recommend, I know for me, when I'm listening to my favorite podcast, I love the visual version, and if there is an option for a visual version, I will always choose that. I just am such a visual person that I like to see people's facial expressions. I think it's like much funnier, and it also, for ours, it's an extended version, so you get a lot more of sort of the realness, the behind the scenes. There's less cuts in the visual version. So I highly recommend checking us out on YouTube. I'm going to put our thing here so you can go and find me there as well if you are curious about like what I do for a living. We're also just talking about a lot of things. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. If you guys remember way back when I started being a little bit more religious with making YouTubes, and I was linking them with like blogs, like my blog, my WTFox blog. If you actually go to my old blog website, I think it's still linked in here somewhere. I haven't been on it in a long time because other things took priority, and I only have so many hours in a day. But if you go to that, there actually is an interview page where I was planning on, I've always wanted to do some form of sit down interview type platform, and so I never got around to it. I did record 1 or 2, but I just never released them for that. So this is sort of like that coming to fruition finally. It's something I've always wanted to do, and so far it's just us two that have been doing it to like set the groundwork. But we do have some guests lined up, so we will be interviewing some really amazing people. So I'm just very excited. So all of that being said, I'm sorry that I have been a little bit neglectful of this YouTube page. I think it will be easier now that I have the other thing up and running. We have everything running smoothly. We have our first YouTube launched, our first podcast out. I think it will be much easier now for me to sort of balance everything out, and I can get back to you guys here. But if you want to see more like long form content, because these things are about an hour long each, you can check out Between Two Lenses podcast. Or if you just want to like listen, you can catch us on a shorter version on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, iHeartRadio, all the things. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to put that announcement out there because I haven't talked about it on here, and it's going to be a major thing going forward. We will be releasing podcasts religiously on YouTube and all of the other platforms, the 1st and the 15th every month. So be sure to go over to that page, maybe like, subscribe to us, and push us out so we can get a little bit more reach, and give us some feedback, tell us what we should talk about, because we are going to be talking about our work, but we are also going to open it up and talk about a lot of things, just like being a woman and life and all of the things that we all go through. So check us out there. I am here today because I knew I wanted to do something on YouTube but I just wasn't sure like what I was feeling lately. I just need something chill, low-key, something to just be like, hey, what's up? I'm alive. And I've seen a lot of like what's in your bags lately, and it reminds me of those ones that are like, they're all fake. It's like they have like 2 things in their bag and everything is very clean. My bag is not very clean. It's very chaotic right now. I don't really keep a lot in my bag. I try to keep it pretty minimal, but we're gonna go through my bag and just see everything that I have. I'll show you. I'm just gonna, haven't touched it, haven't cleaned it out, so I'm sure there's some stuff in here. So we're just gonna go through like what is in my bag. So I have a hairbrush. I have a shit ton of hair, as you guys know, but my hair, even though I have a lot of it, it is super long. I mean, it literally won't even fit into the YouTube, but like, it's so long now that I can like tuck it into my pants. So it's also very, very fine. Like the texture is very fine. So it just like wants to be one big dreadlock. So I have to keep a hairbrush with me now because it just gets tangled so easy. And like if I don't, by the end of the day, look at it, it's already starting. It'll be like underneath, it'll just be like one big, huge like mat. So definitely need a hairbrush. I have my business cards. These are always really handy to have. I know a lot of people are doing like the online or like the little dots and things like that, and I do want to get one of those eventually, but I'm such an analog person. Like I'm always the last person that will jump on any sort of technology train. I like the old school way of pretty much everything. So I have my business cards and I can hand them to people. I really need to redo these though. I messed up, and on the QR code it goes to my website, which sounds like a good idea. I thought it might be like a little bit more like profesh, but I wish I would have just had it go to my Instagram and then they could find my website on there. But in the next round I'll get to that. I have earplugs. These have to have been in there from forever ago. I want to say my girlfriend probably gave me these at an EDM show because she's always trying to look out for my hearing because it gets really, really loud, and if you don't protect your ears at shows like that, you can actually have hearing loss. So love you, babe. Thanks for looking out for my hearing. I have those still in there. I have a hair tie. I really like these ones, and I really like these really wide ones without the like little knot thing, because I feel like it gives me some oomph and it just like holds my hair way better than like those little tiny skinny ones. On that note, I also have like all these bobby pins, random bobby pins. I actually have these I know in there because my friend Alex, we were going to an event and she texted me when I was getting ready and was like, can you bring me bobby pins? And I was like, yes, I got you. And then I went and forgot, and then she forgot to ask me for them. So I have all these bobby pins for Alex that we didn't actually end up using. I have one of these little hair clips. I love these kind. They're meant for like when people are getting ready, but like I have a cowlick. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a cowlick here and it gives good for part on the side, but if I'm doing a straight part, I really need to like lock it down because it just doesn't want to stay down. I have a fortune from a fortune cookie. This one says, now is a good time to finish up old tasks. So yeah, done and done. We love things coming to fruition. I have dental floss. That is always a good idea. I have like bra inserts from, I think these were from like a tank top that has like the inserts, but I cut it, and so these were like poking out the top, like you could see like this, and it was really annoying, so I just took them out and put them in my bag. But you can never have enough of these because they come in like sports bras, and sometimes like in the wash they'll like go missing or they'll like get all like bent up, so I like to have extras, so I kept them around. I have a check. This is from an old job. I already cashed it. I did like a mobile deposit, but it's still in my bag, the actual paper version. I just think it's so funny when people still do paper checks. I didn't know that was still a thing. Another hair clip. I have a lot of hair things in my bag. I guess when you have a lot of hair, you need a lot of hair things in there. I have a banana. This was from today, so I can have a snack. Sunglasses, a toothbrush. I really care about my oral hygiene, apparently. You can never, you never know. You never know. Another thing of floss, baby floss. I have my favorite lip gloss in the whole wide world. This is at Maybelline. It's cheap. It's the Lifter gloss, $6 or $7. It's really cheap. It's really, really cushiony. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It feels more like a liquid balm and makes my lips super, super shiny. And it's supposed to be like a little plumping, but it doesn't burn like the ones with the pepper. And the color that I use that is my favorite, I bought, I don't know how many of these, I bought so many. This is 002 in the color Ice. It's like a baby pink with like a tiny, tiny bit of like shimmer, like barely there, pearl. Excedrin, because I get headaches, and sometimes if I get a migraine, there is no saving me. I need to be in a dark room away from everybody with no sound. So just in case, a scrunchie, another hair thing. I have a Gucci fragrance sample. This one is their new Elixir, which I actually really, really love. They're a lot stronger than their regular perfumes. This is actually technically the men's version, but I really, really like the men's better than the women's of this one, and I do that often. I don't know if you guys do that, but I will wear some men's fragrances more than women's sometimes, or I really like unisex fragrances because they're not as like girly or like floral. I'm not like a floral girl. I have a lot of change just in the bottom, and actually none of this is American change. It's all I think this is from when I went to Japan. So I have like a lot of Japanese coins in here. Money from other places is so much cooler. I've got like Sour Patch Kids stuff on my hands, sorry. So much cooler than here. A lot of batteries. I have so many batteries in here. 4, I think. Photographer life, just in case. Another fragrance. This one's a travel. This is how I know like my OCD. Sometimes I like to keep things in their original packaging, even if it doesn't make any sense. I'm that person that will like leave the plastic on for a long time because I think it'll keep it nicer longer. This is one of my favorite fragrances. It's the Histoire de Parfum. I've done a YouTube on this guy. This is the Vinny fragrance. It's the rare edition of Vinny. And this one smells so, so good. This is unisex as well. This one has cardamom, absolute, cinnamon, galbanum, lavender, carnation, saffron, mosaic wood, vanilla, toffee, patchouli, musk, and ambergris. So yeah, love, love, love. 10 out of 10. I always like to have one of those guys with me. Okay, we're coming up on the end. There's actually way more in here than I thought. It's such a big bag that I guess I didn't feel like it was that full, but I have a lot in here. I have my ear pods. These are the first AirPods I've ever owned because I refused to buy them. So my best friend gifted me an extra pair that he had to bring me into the 21st century. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I like had the ones with like the fucking wires for forever. I'm like that old school. I refuse, but I love them a lot and I use them all the time. One of my favorite lips, this is a matte, like a liquid lip. It's the Dior one in color 100 Forever Nude, I think this one is. I think it's called Forever Nude. It's just like a really, really good nude pinky color. A nude pink lip liner to match that color. This is a cheap one. It's the NYX lip liners. I love these. They're super cheap and they work really well. This is in the color just nude, so I use these together a lot. Photographer life. I have like a base for my tripod and my camera. Another lip. I have a lot of lip products because I never know what I'm gonna want to put on. This one is a baby YSL, their new like hydrating lipsticks that are like sheer. I love this one. What color are you? It literally just looks like your lip color. Number 44, in case you were wondering. I have a lot of like random business cards, matches from Superica. That's a really cute match box. Tower 28 lip gloss. I love this stuff. I have it on right now, mixed with other things, obviously. This is in the color Spicy. I love these. They're super balmy. Between this one and like the Lifter one by Maybelline, I just love the texture of both of them. They're very similar, like very cushiony, not sticky. Some random crystals just lingering down there in the bottom. I think that is it. Oh, and another one more fortune. So you have an unusual magnetic personality for success to come. And I love that, and I really believe that. Everything seems to be just right on track for my life lately. I'm killing it. Cannot be happier. I'm super proud of myself and those around me. So yeah, that's what's in my bag. Way more than I thought I had. It was like the freaking Mary Poppins bag. It's just like the gift that keeps giving. But yeah, in case you guys were ever wondering what I'm carrying around in my bag, basically a little bit of everything. If you ever need dental floss or a toothbrush or hair products, I definitely got you. So that's it for today. I'm gonna wrap it up because this one's actually longer than I expected because I had like the Mary Poppins bag situation going on. Check out my new YouTube for my podcast and go watch me over there and support me. I love you guys lots, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.